here to Angel Heart Radio. I'm Annette McCoy, always delighted to be with you at this time of the week. And today I have the pleasure of Rosemary Butterworth joining me.
Hi.
Good morning, Rosemary.
Good morning, Annette. Lovely to be here.
It's always delightful to have you on, and I'm especially excited about our chat today because harnessing the help and power, that word, power of heaven, it really has me intrigued.
Do you know what? Last night I went to bed and I thought, Sai Baba, help me. Why have I picked this title? Harnessing the Power of Heaven. And then I was guided to look up what is an Ascended Master. Ascended Master is somebody who's been through the 5th initiation and they've reached the 5th dimension. Now, I have instinctively known that the angels in heaven, so to speak, are in the 5th dimension. And that's why I felt we needed to get there. To get out of the 3rd dimension, the collective consciousness, we need to get to the 5th dimension. That's why we need the power of the angels to help us get to the 5th dimension. It's to get out of the collective consciousness that we've got here, Annette. You know, the listeners will agree with me. We're very involved with ourselves. It's all about me.
Well,
family.
It needs to be on one level, doesn't it? I know what you mean by it's all about me, because that's the ego coming in. However, we also do need to care for ourselves before we care for others.
We do need to care for ourselves so that we can care for others. That's the twist. Because if we haven't cared for ourselves, we're of no use to anybody.
Ain't that the truth? Yes.
That is the truth, yes. So, having cared for ourselves and being sensible with what we eat, what we drink, going for a walk, exercising. I wish I'd done more exercising, and then I really do. And doing all that, then we can care for others. But I always felt that we need to be out of the 3rd dimension. In the collective consciousness, we're always thinking about what is wrong with the world. We never think about what is right with the world.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, I've often said, and I've said this before on air, that even the newspapers talk about what's wrong with the world. You know, the 3rd dimension is full of stress, worry, anxiety. I've got so many clients now. I have one beautiful client who has a business in property, and she's been scammed. And people are pretending to be her, you know, in deals with property. And it's awful. She's in terrible stress. And people are suffering from panic attacks, you know, and anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So we really need angel help now to get our energy out of this 3rd dimension, to be in peace and harmony and caring for each other, you know? So how do we do this?
That was going to be my question, because I'm thinking when people are very anxious, you know, it's all very well when life is going along relatively smoothly, well, yeah, hunky-dory, this is easy. However, when we come to a situation like you have just given that example, it must be awful. A person must feel as though they're right at the bottom of a well, if you like, or a big hole. How is it possible to get out?
Well, practically, my advice to her, she had to go onto Instagram and tell them that she's being scammed, right? First of all, she had to do the practical things. But secondly, she had to call upon Archangel Michael's help
Right.
to cut the ties, with that scam, and to put light around her business to protect her. So we need to work with angels. They've got the power and they can help us. Carl Gray, this wonderful book by Carl Gray, he says every morning we should say, "Thank you, angels." That's a wonderful prayer. Just those words. Thank you, angels, for all they're going to do that day.
Nice. Can I just take you back to Archangel Michael? Because I understand what you mean by cutting the cords or the ties. Could you go into that a little deeper for our audience and explain exactly how to do that?
Well, Archangel Michael has a sword, right? And being visual, as a lot of our listeners are, I see him use the sword to cut the emotional ties that I have, or people have. So when I asked him to cut the ties with her emotions about the business and things like that, I saw him go through these cords. Sometimes the cords are woven and sometimes they're really strong. They're made of like silk, and our emotional body is connected to that situation. So he cuts right through that. Then I saw the cords cut and they were frayed ends, and then he just dissolves them, and then they're gone. And you're free then to move forward. That's the important thing. We don't get stuck in that situation. And the other way to get out of these situations, I had my client send me a most wonderful text. This is the one that has panic attacks. And she has 2 small children and she has a job to get to work. And the children are very annoying because they won't hurry up, put their shoes on, get the school clothes on. She's got to get to work, that sort of thing. And she sent me this lovely text that said, "Rosemary, I've solved the problem with your help." She said, "I set the alarm for 6:15 in the morning and I do a meditation before the house stirs." So she said, and that raises my energy. And I've also got plenty of time, to get the kids up and in the car and things like that. But she said, the meditation, she said, lifts my energy. See, it's lifting her up out of the 3rd dimension. She's working with angels then. So that's the answer.
Meditation.
We need to work with angels.
Yeah, meditation is so powerful.
Yes. What do we do when we meditate? I always lead a meditation in these sessions. We get present. Our mind slows down by connecting to our senses. Our mind quietens. Our consciousness expands. We feel light. We feel free. We feel freer because we're in a higher state, higher dimension. We're not down here. It's wonderful working with angels. And I really recommend reading this book. Carl Gray, he's only, I think, about 36. He's had 6 bestsellers. And he calls this Harnessing the Help of Heaven to Create Miracles. And that's what it does. Because when you're in a higher dimension, what you think you create, it's easy working with angels.
It is.
And we've only got to, I was just going to say, we've only got to stop the mind and notice what we're thinking, and then come into the present, and then we can do it.
And that makes it sound so easy. Belinda Brown has joined us. Welcome, Belinda. And she says to quieten the mind.
Yes. And we can only do that by noticing the mind's busy in the first place.
The monkey chatter.
Yes. And as soon as we become present, feel our feet on the floor, the mind quietens down. And we can be more aware. We can expand our consciousness. We don't feel frazzled. We feel peaceful. And we can work with angels very easily.
Well, that's certainly the message that we would like to get across this morning, Rosemary, isn't it? That we're not asking people to do the impossible. And by doing these simple activities, we're actually, as you say, lifting ourselves and making ourselves feel happier, more certainly calmer. And the whole idea is to enjoy our life as much as we possibly can.
Exactly. We can't enjoy it when we're always stressed and worried. But we can when we're in the moment now. And I was just Googling, and this is what I advise everybody to do, to Google when you have a query. And so I Googled the Ascended Masters. And I thought, all right, give me a list of the Ascended Masters. And how did they become Ascended Masters? And to become Ascended Master, they had to go through to the 5th dimension. And I went, wow, they all did that, got through to the 5th dimension. They all left the 3rd dimension. McCoy, I can't say his name at the moment. Lord Jesus, Buddha, Lady Nada, so many of them. They all went through to the 5th dimension. They all work with angels now. Yes, that's wonderful. So I was surprised to Google that. And I suggest to our listeners, they do that. Who are the Ascended Masters? What was their initiation? What did they have to do? You know, I mean, Buddha, his gift to the world was compassion. Master Jesus' gift to the world was love ye one another. you know. And if you can't remember what it is, all you've got to do is Google it.
Yeah. We're so fortunate. Google gives us the answers to so many things.
Yes, so I was amazed at the answers I was getting, you know, and it was so much fun too. And yes, so when I lead a meditation, I call upon Sai Baba to give me the words. I never know what I'm going to say, but I take people up very high, and I didn't know why. And I was taking them up high to be out of the third dimension, to go to the fifth dimension, to be with angels, to know what it felt like, and to bring that energy from the fifth back into their bodily consciousness, to inspire them, to help them be more peaceful, and to spread love around. Yes, so love, that's all there is, they tell me. Everything is love in reality. Everything comes from love, everything is love. But to read the newspapers, you wouldn't know that.
And that's something that we can harness. Where do we spend our time? Where do we spend our energy?
That is very good. To look at that, that's marvellous, Annette. To ask yourself that. Where do I spend my energy? Yeah. To look at that. Because I spend so many hours in the garden now. And I love it.
Yes, that's another area, Rosemary. What is our passion? Is there passion in our lives? You know, what makes our hearts sing? And I know that you delight in being in your garden. You delight in feeding the birds that come to your place.
I'm going to put on Facebook today some of the birds that were here. There must have been about 6 or 7 different varieties of birds. And I was out in the back and I got up to about 30 birds on the back deck with me. There were rainbow lorikeets, there were magpies, there were butcher birds and king parrots. There were just so many different types of birds, white-headed pigeons, and they were all trying to get into these feeder trays, and the seed was spilling everywhere.
Yes.
So I had some birds' feet and I had another bird trying to get on my shoulder. It was really chaotic. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Just being present with the birds. Doesn't matter where we are, if we're just present with the flowers, the garden, present with the children,
Present with the dishes.
present with the dishes, exactly.
Yeah. Now, Belinda loves the childlike way your curiosity works. And see, it's important, isn't it, that we release the inner child within. Let her come and play. Let him come and play.
Yeah, I like what you said. Examine where you spent the day with your mind. What were you thinking about today? Did it bring you joy? Did it bring you peace? Were you thinking about worries? What were you thinking about today? Where was your mind today? Where did you spend the day? That's a good exercise for reflection, Annette. Because tomorrow you can wake up and say, thank you, angels, be with me all day. And it'll change. And your day will definitely be different if you ask the angels to stay with you that day and to guide your mind, show you what you need to do, show you the path to work on. That was something else I thought of too to mention today. And that is, somebody sent me a text. Make sure the Ascended Masters are overlighting your purpose here on earth. And I thought, wow, please, angels, keep me on my purpose. Have I left my purpose when we're worrying about other things? Have I walked off the path? What is my purpose here on earth? Please protect it. Make it obvious to me. Thank you. So I was very grateful to him because we all get challenges in the day.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that the truth?
Yes. I've got 2 torn tendons in my shoulder and they can't do anything about it. I was at the doctor's yesterday. And I was a bit caught up with myself.
I can understand that, boy.
Yeah. But there's a lot more to life than that. You know? And that's when I was thinking about my purpose. I want to still stay on the path, so to speak. I want to always work with the angels. I always want to lead people in meditation. I always want to talk to my clients and care for myself. I've got to get injections. They give me cortisone injections for it. And so I'll care for myself, but I still want to do my purpose. Care and grow vegetables to give away. I've been giving away pumpkins at the moment.
Oh, divine.
It's lovely. It's lovely growing a surplus and giving them away to friends and to people. Yes. So I love doing that. I want to continue to do that. So you do for yourself, as you said to start off, we have to care for ourselves, our physical body has to be cared for. So I went to the doctors, I've had an ultrasound and all that. And so I'm caring for it as best as I can. But it's not the only thing in my life. I can still pick up a paintbrush and paint.
Wonderful.
Yes. So that's right. We can still enjoy life, even if there are troubles. Right. It hasn't got to be the major thing. It's just one thing to attend to. And so the pain needs to be attended to.
Yes. Is it
or
constant?
I cry. Yes.
Oh,
dear. Yeah. So I've got help from the doctor and I'll go and get my cortisone injection and that will help. I've got cream to put on it to help the pain. So we attend to that and we get on with life, enjoying life. There's so much to enjoy here on Mother Earth. So many things to see and enjoy.
I like
And
the way that you can look at the positives, Rosemary. And that's another thing, that everything that is so-called negative can be seen in a positive way. And you're grateful that, yes, there are cortisone injections that will help you. You have pain relief
creams.
tablets, yes.
Yes.
And you are looking at what you can do and how wonderful you're still able to paint.
Yes.
And obviously you're still in the garden.
Well, I mean, I get into trouble from my husband because I get out in the garden and I come in and then I'm, it's hurting now. And he said, well, you're out there too long. I told you, you were weeding and pulling up that. Anyway, so I did to myself. So, yes, but there's so many positives, Annette. So much to enjoy. I mean, here in Sydney, we've had day after day after day of blue sky and sunlight, not a cloud in the sky, just a massive blue. It's just been so beautiful. And today's going to be, here it is winter time, and today's going to be about 22 degrees.
Wow.
It's just beautiful. So, I mean, there's so much to enjoy if we just
That's
look.
right.
Yeah, look around us.
See, we have grey skies at the moment. However, I always am very grateful for the heater that I can put on, the warm clothes that I have.
We have a log burner. So John goes down and cuts up a dead tree and brings massive amounts of logs, and we have that burning at night. And it's just beautiful. Yes. So I can sit in front of that and look and watch the logs burn. And yes, as I said, there's so much we can enjoy in life. We haven't got to stay focused on what is wrong with our life, inverted commas. Yes, no, we haven't.
Well, Rosemary, you mentioned meditation. Would you like to lead us in a meditation?
Why not? Why not? I'll just have a drink of water. Excuse me.
Yes, maybe we can all have some water, get ourselves comfortable.
What I'd like to do today is at the end of the meditation, like I think I have done before, is to bring some beautiful energy to the earth. And we might sow the seeds of love in the earth, the seeds of peace. We'll just see what we're given. Okay, I'm going to slip my slippers off so I can feel my feet on the floor. And I suggest we all do that. Get very present. Shut our eyes. Feel our feet on the floor. Really feel them. If you're inside the house, you might be feeling the carpet underneath your feet, as I am. Or wherever you are, what are your feet feeling? Connect. Your feet on the floor. Your body on the chair. Feel the clothes on the skin. Really feel them touching the skin. The air about the face. Taste the taste in your mouth. Notice as you connect with the senses, the mind is quietening. Take a nice deep breath at this point. Breathing in and breathing out. And another one. Breathing in and breathing out. And letting go all the thoughts, all the things you've been thinking about this morning, all the doings, the busyness. Let it go. Ask Archangel Gabriel to collect all the thoughts you've had this morning, the busyness, things you wanted to do, to create a space around you. She's very good at this. She creates wonderful spaces. I ask her a lot to collect all the words I've thought. It clears the room, the house, the space where you are. She creates a space where we can relax and just be. So once again, feeling your whole body from top to toe. Noticing your mind is a bit quieter. With your eyes closed, expand your awareness. Feel the space, the room around you. Keep your eyes closed, but be aware of it. Now expand your awareness again to outside the building. And notice that your awareness, your consciousness has risen a little. And you're aware of treetops. Notice the treetops moving gently. And you're one with them. You're one with the trees. So much love is coming from these trees. You can feel it as you rise and float now even higher, higher. Floating upward with ease, enjoying the weightlessness, being drawn up higher and higher Below you are vast oceans, beautiful oceans. As you rise higher and higher. Oh, such a wonderful feeling of weightlessness, just floating. And you feel so vast, part of the sky, one with the clouds, one with everything. As you go up, higher and higher and higher. Now you're above the clouds, and the earth is below you, like a beautiful ball, blue ball. As you rise higher and higher, out in space, you feel the presence of other beings, light beings. So much love here. Beautiful colours. Beautiful colours. Greens, blues, splashes of pink. You're aware of other stars, other worlds. And you go higher. And it feels wonderful. So much happiness and joy. And now you realize you are in the fifth dimension. And you're going to a meeting. There's a lot of ascended masters. Isn't that Kamara? Wow. Lady Nada, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Master Jesus. So many. So many. Perhaps there's one master beckoning to you. Just notice if one master is looking at you. And wants to tell you what a wonderful being of light you are. What wonderful work you're doing back on earth. Congratulating you. Congratulating you. You feel so nurtured and loved in their presence, in the presence of these masters. You feel loved. And one of them so loved. And now you know you must bring this energy of love and peace and compassion, joy back with you to earth. So you thank the Masters for their love and their support, their teaching, their kind words. And you gently start your descent, coming back down. I see so much gold around you. So much gold. It's like there's a golden sled for you to travel in. Notice what you see, what you're bringing back with you from this dimension. As you come down, gently floating back down like a feather, so easily, joyfully. Floating downward and see the earth, see the vast oceans. Coming back down, the clouds, beautiful clouds, white and fluffy. As you descend, level of treetops now. Coming back down, there's your physical body waiting to receive your consciousness. And you enter this body, this wondrous body that you have, a miracle of creation. And you bring the cells to the cells, happiness and joy, and flood this body with light and love. Feel it. As the light goes through, down the spine, and love enters every cell of the body, enriching it, making it healthy and well. Down the legs, out the feet. And this beautiful energy of love and light from the fifth dimension goes down your legs, out your feet, through the Earth Star chakra, into the earth. This is your gift to Mother Earth today, to bring the fifth dimension to earth. It's a wondrous gift, full of compassion, joy and peace, and it's spreading through the earth, going deep down to the core of the earth. Joy, peace, humility, caring, forgiveness. This is the energy of the fifth dimension. So much compassion. And Mother Earth is receiving this wonderful energy from the fifth dimension and spreading it right around her globe. It's going to people and places where it's needed. Transmuting fear and anxiety into love and light. Making people smile and feel happy, loving, caring about each other. Now Mother Earth is sending her gratitude as she always does when we remember her and look after her. And her gratitude comes in the form of golden light. Beautiful golden light from her heart. And it comes up, this golden light from Mother Earth's heart, into your feet. Feel it. Golden light coming into your feet, up your legs. Your knees are receiving it. Notice how much better your bones feel, your body feels, your emotional body feels. All your bodies are being nurtured at this moment by this wondrous golden light. Your physical body, your mental body, your energy body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, they're all being aligned and energized with love from Mother Earth. This golden light continues up your spine and cascades out the top of your head, high in the air, through the soul star chakra. Flows like a fountain of light, high in the air, right around you, forming a sphere. Feel this sphere of golden light around you, protecting you, comforting you, nurturing you. It feels wonderful. Now know you can send this golden light to members of your family that need it. So take a moment and think of someone, a friend, family member, that needs this golden light to comfort them, to raise their energy, to a higher frequency. Send it to them by thinking of them. See them with this golden light around them, like a golden aura. It's a wonderful gift. Flood your bedroom with it, your whole house, your partner's aura. It's beautiful, nurturing. Mother Earth saying to me, may we all live in peace and love and care for each other. We thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just resting now, still with your eyes closed. Coming into the moment, grounding yourself, feeling your feet on the floor, the body on the chair. Open your eyes and be here now, full of peace, full of love. And I get the word charity, peace and love be with you always. Amen. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Rosemary. Ooh.
Oh dear. I need to listen to it again to hear what happened.
I delight in the fact that, yes, we can do that. I'm very grateful that technology allows us to revisit. Because I need to do that as well. It was certainly a journey.
It was, wasn't it?
Well, I hope our audience benefited from that.
I want to tell the audience and you something. The pain's eased in my shoulder. Wow. When we're bringing that light back, Mother Earth, you know? And now the pain, at the moment, I can hardly feel it.
Wonderful.
Wow. It'd be lovely if I have another ultrasound and they say, oh, the tendons have healed themselves. We didn't expect that.
Well, it is amazing what can happen, and you're well aware of miracles, and you facilitate for other people. So why not for yourself?
Thank you. Thank you, Annette.
Belinda is saying, thank you so much. The pain eased in her back too.
Oh, Belinda, I'm so happy. Thank you for sharing that, because my pain's definitely eased. So that was a very special meditation that Sai Baba gave me then. And Mother Earth really did some miracles then with that, with our pain. So we can put pain relief in meditation.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely wonderful. And yes, so has mine. Well, Belinda, Thank you, as Rosemary said, thank you so much for sharing. And to our audience, wherever you are, thank you for being with us today. As we close, I would like to remind everybody that these shows should never take the place of your medical, legal, nor professional advice, nor your own sound judgment. We bring these with our love, and we trust that you will use them with your own discernment. Rosemary, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Angel Heart Radio. Thank you.
And everybody, I look forward to being back with you next week. Let's see how we can, how long we can live in the fifth dimension by bringing through those wonderful feelings of love and joy and passion.
And working with angels.
Yes.
Sorry.
No. I think it's really important that that's what we do. And yes, especially when we're being tested, Rosemary, as you're being tested at the moment, to be able to look at the positives, look at what we still can do rather than what we might struggle with.
Definitely. God bless.
And much love to you all. Bye for now.